Welcome back, class. I hope you all did your homework. What's that? Sarah? You didn't do the homework? I gave you guys so much time to get the homework done, and you didn't do it. Sarah, out in the hallway. Go out in the hallway. I will deal with you after the lesson. Okay. Well, now that I'm significantly irritated, let's get into the lesson, shall we? Okay, so the homework that Sarah didn't do was to read the string API, which I have here. Now, we'll get to this here in a moment, but first I'm going to propose the question. Let's say we have a string named test here, and it's going to be equal to cat bug. That's cat bag. Cat bug. We could also do something like pineapple, but I like cat bug because it's simpler. So let's say that we wanted to separate this into string cat. That's string cat. Jesus, what's wrong with me? And we also wanted string bug. How would we go about getting cat bug into string cat and string bug? So, of course, if you haven't done the homework, you're terribly confused. If you have done the homework, you stand a chance at figuring it out. So what we go about doing here is, since we don't know what we're doing, we're going to pull up the string API. We're going to scroll down to, we can ignore constructors for now. That's not going to be useful to us. We want all methods. So let's see. What do we want here? We want part of the string, right? Because we just want cat here. We just want bug there. How do we go about that? Well, let's look for something that would do that here. Contents of, no. Ends with, maybe. If we scroll down here a bit, we may find it. Of course, we will find it unless I've scrolled past it by scrolling too fast. Okay, so let's look for Control F. We're looking for sub. Hey, here it is. Look, substring. Okay. Shh. Okay, let's see if we can actually make it show up down here. Index of blah, 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 substrings. Substring. Here it is, substring. This is what we were looking for. Now, of course, you would scroll slower reading every index entry to find substring here. But look at this. Returns a string that is a substring of this string. So, beginning index, end index. Let's take a look at this one. If we have, say, hamburger, 4 to 8 returns urge. And if we have smiles, from 1, index 1 starts right here, right before the M. And then right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. Although to be fair, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you get the point. So let's try this out then, shall we? Let's see here. Let's put cat equals test dot substring from 0. If we were forgetting to cut the words, wow, yeah. So you see here, this substring, you put 1, then a comma. You can also use up here, which is just a single one, which is, you say start at 2, and we'll just put everything after 2 till the end of the string. So that one's not quite what we want for cat, but we can use that for bug. 0, Let's go 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's try 3. Now, do you think this will work, or do you think it won't? Let me know in the comments below, or if I'm feeling like it, there might be a poll up on the top right. Now, the trick when it comes to this is mistakes are okay. Mistakes are how we learn. So, do we think this will work, or do we think that we should have done 2, or do you think it should have been 4? Well, let's take a look here and see. Let's system.out.print. If, I could type. Let's print cat. And let's run it. Hey, look at that. It worked. We got just cat. Now, first things first, now I want to try bug. So we're going to do the evil thing of copy and pasting, which you don't do until you've actually memorized the commands. Once you've memorized the command, feel free to copy paste, but before that, you'll never remember it. So this one we're going to do bug. And let's see here. What if we go about doing bug equals test dot substring. What if we just put 3? I wonder how that would work. Well, first off, it doesn't work when you type but. Cat bug. Okay. Technically that works because we've typed all of cat bug here because we typed cat then bug. But just to prove that this is working correctly, let's make the second one, actually make the first one a print ln, because the print ln puts the new line statement at the end of the first thing. So now we have cat and we have bug on 2 separate things. That way you know there's no trickery. Also, while we're at it, \n is the new line character. Sorry, wrong slash. This slash, I believe. Oh, right. Hang on. It should be a plus, I think. Okay. In before. Oh, hang on. I think we have to do this. Plus cat plus \n. Yeah, I think that's it. And that here's where, yeah, okay, there we go. So this is your new line character. You use it inside of actual strings. This is a string object sort of thing. This is just a normal string. And let's see, does it work without this here? I was always taught that if we're trying to start something with just an object, it won't work. But I don't know if my teacher's a lunatic, so let's test it. Okay, my teacher's a lunatic. There we go. The more you know. But, of course, this, as you just saw, is a bit more complicated and just not really useful in this context. It is certainly useful in other contexts, but not here. Okay, that is just one thing when it comes to strings. Now, let's also think about, what about capitalizations? This is leading into the homework for the day, which is again going to be related to string, because we're leading up to messing with this here. Which will be another day. So, but, yeah, that's a thing. Okay, guys, well, what I actually want you to do is to watch my introduction video, because I want you to see something. See if you can identify, based on what you see in the code here, anything weird. First off, just ignore this. That's just being silly. So, but yeah. Well, let's see if you can figure out whether or not the passwords are working properly in this. And if they aren't, what could we do to make them work? Now, I recognize this is hard, but I just want you guys to give it an attempt. So long as you just watch the video, then you won't end up like Sarah will at the end of class. Okay? So just watch the video, and you'll be fine. Because next episode, we will go about how to improve it. Because there are some improvements we can make to our demo here. So, for now, I'm going to go deal with Sarah.
And that is why you do the fucking homework.